What makes a good or great NFL quarterback?
I think
what are the dimensions?
There's three things I think. Number one, I think they've got to be accurate, and I think that it's too hard of a game, and the coverage is too good, and the players are too good if you're not placing the ball in the right spot on a consistent basis. I think accuracy
is more important than strong arm?
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
I
absolutely. And I'm not going to list arm strength, and certainly that would be something we would have a minimum on, but we're going to look at accuracy. I think this player has to be tough.
Yeah,
I think he's got to be tough, and I think there's a lot that goes under that. You know, how does he play when he's behind? Is he a tireless worker? We can talk a lot about it, but he's got to have that toughness. And
toughness is really mental toughness.
There's a mental security about thinking you're pretty good.
Yeah, you got to have that.
And just believing because you're going to get criticized in this position.
Yeah.
And so you've got to have some toughness about you. And I also think that if we were just looking at skill sets, we talked about accuracy. I do think you don't have to be fast, but I do think you have to have some agility. And I think when I think of that, I think of Tom Brady and him slipping into the 6th round, and he didn't run particularly fast.
So
and
why did he slip into the 6th round?
Well, I think there was a concern that he might have more of a problem handling the rush or getting sacked. And I think to his credit, certainly we've seen him now operate in that pocket and climb real quickly and adjust to make throws. But I think one of the concerns probably at that time, and I remember when he came out, was that he didn't run particularly well, and there was a concern that that he might be a guy that was going to get sacked more than you'd like. But he answered that.
And maybe he didn't have a power arm either, did he?
Yeah, I think he had functional arm strength. Everyone felt like it was solid arm, but I think so we're looking for someone that can move some and have that ability. I mean, Breeze is a great foot athlete, and people don't understand his ability to slide or make those small adjustments in the pocket that is so imperfect.
How far can Drew Brees go? If he went at the goal line, how far can he throw it? 60, 70, 50? What?
I would say past 65 yards. I would say somewhere between 65 and, I'm guessing now, we don't ever ask him to do this, because chances are anymore these go routes that we throw or back shoulder goes or location throws. I mean, you don't see the bomb like you used to, where it's just 55 yards in the air and the receiver catches it in stride. I mean, you see some deeper throws, but I'd say he throws the ball close to 70 yards.
Back in my era, I don't remember, the longest ball I ever threw in a game was 55 yards.
Yeah, it's probably outside the pocket maybe, or you stepped up and you climbed.
I stepped up and threw 155, but really go routes, you're throwing it.
There's locations.
45, 50 yards down the field. And I look over the years. My John Unitas was great, and Roger Staubach was great, but none of them had cannon arms. They had good arms.
I think those are just perks in the position, and those aren't hindrances. There's been some great players. Marino and Elway.
Big arms.
Those big arms. So certainly that's a plus, but it's just not paramount. And so what's paramount are some of the other things we're discussing. I think that's key.